Hello and welcome to Body Bags. My name is James and I'm your Sunday night reviewer. And this evening I'll be reviewing a spoof film. Obviously, this is our theme week of spoof movies. And I decided at the very last minute to watch Saturday the 14th. I have to be honest, I'm really not a fan of kind of horror spoofs. They kind of annoy me. They're not funny. They're, like I said, they're just annoying, and they repeat the same old parody over and over and over again. It's kind of it's the same jokes dressed up in a slightly different way, and to me, this film was no exception. I mean, you can't really follow any strict narrative being a spoof. That's just in their nature. And I mean, even this one, it's Saturday the 14th. Absolutely no link at all to Friday the 13th. This is like a haunted house horror movie. Well, horror movie. Haunted house movie that's just filled with like universal monsters. And yeah, there's not one slasher Jason Voorhees element in it at all. Yeah. But it doesn't have to be, I guess. It's just, like I said, it's a spoof following that name. And like I said, it's a haunted house movie where we have our family. There's, yeah, they're basically doing this big party, and there's forces, that there's evil things that want this. It's this book. Oh, I've just watched it and it's just not sinking in. I just did not enjoy it. I just could not concentrate on it. But there's this kid with a book, and he's like, he's trying to hold. It's like all these different creatures that want this book. There's like this do vampires, and they're controlling these different creatures. Like it's different like universal monsters and like aliens with 80s aliens kind of design things, and they're trying to steal this book that this kid has, but he can use it to like kind of defend himself off these things. And yeah, it's just like I said, I just really struggled to I mean, I've really moved house, and then I've just been at the old place the last 2 days, so I am quite tired, but I watched the film last night, concentrate fine. Return of the Living Dead. That was an interesting one, obviously. It's a very good film, but that was actually coming up on lists, on spoof lists, which I don't know why. I actually asked the question to a few people, is like, do you feel this is a spoof? And everyone was like, no. Return of the Living Dead is not a spoof. But anyway, so I ended up watching Saturday the 14th. And yeah, I'm not even really going to talk about the story, because it's so loose and poor. It's just about any opportunity to like have a joke about some horror movie or some horror kind of name, or some sort of link, whether it's on like a tin of beans or like some sort of reference to the film. I mean, we know how these films are. And like I said, this one, there's a few bits and pieces that I liked about it, which I thought was okay. I won't go as far as to say I like. God, the daughter screams all the time. She's got a really high-pitched scream. But there's one bit in the bath where she's going to get in the bath, and you see this shark fin, so there's a bit of jaws, and then it turns like comes out, and it's actually like a Gillman sort of thing, and he's kind of terrorising her. Yeah, like I said, there's vampires, there's Gillman, there's aliens, there's a plethora of different monsters throughout the film. There's like a kind of annoying Van Helsing character kind of thing. They even actually managed to throw some sort of twist into it, which is just really feeble and weak and doesn't really explain doesn't need to explain a lot, but yeah, I mean, there's a couple of names. There's Richard Benjamin in this. Yeah, he's playing it very straight-laced. I like him in Westworld. Yeah, he's pretty cool in that. And there's what's his name? Jeffrey Tambor. I can't remember his name now, but he's the vampire anyway. Benjamin Richard is the dad, and those are two faces which like kind of like picked up on and noticed straight away. Oh, but this film just didn't stick in. But then I think that's a problem. I could have like stick one of this. I think I've only seen the first, maybe one of the other scary movies, and it's just they jump on what's relevant at the time. And I think when this came out, it was kind of like, was it The Changeling had just come out or something like that? And it's kind of, yeah, jumping on the name of the Friday the 13th, but then it's like more haunted house things were more of a thing, I think, around that time. So probably 1980, 81, that sort of thing. I think this is when it was out. But yeah, it's kind of like product of its time. Like, you look at the scary movie films, the films that they kind of really focus on and parody is very, very current to that time. It's not really quite that with this one. It kind of, it's like it feels like a kid's film actually all the way through, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. And it did remind me kind of a little bit, I guess it's kind of the Universal Monsters. It reminded me a little bit of the Monster Squad, but nowhere near that. That's a good film. And to be honest, I didn't really enjoy this so much. But then, not being a fan of these spoof films, I think I did try and I gave it a go, but I just was not into it. I guess if you like these sort of things, it can be quite good, quite amusing. And I think there's actually another one. Saturday the 14th. Comes back, strikes back, is back, something like that. It's yeah, I think that this had like a sequel, but I don't think I'll ever watch it. It's quite a down review on this one. I haven't even had a chance to watch the other guys' reviews yet. I will catch up because I always like to see like what everyone does, because everyone does like really great, interesting, unique reviews on this channel. So we'll get back onto those and have a bit of a catch up, and let's see if there's something that I might be interested in. I guess I'm not getting many people to watch Saturday the 14th. But if you do like this film, just drop me a comment or something, and like, is it worth me giving it a second watch at some point when I'm not in a bad mood now, but I don't know when a better mood would be, but is it something worth watching again? But anyway, that's my review for this week, and I'll catch you guys next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.